All right, folks, after much controversy, the Talladega College Marching Tornado Band has decided to accept an invitation to perform in the Inauguration Day Parade on January 20th. Historically Black College has received a tremendous amount of backlash for that decision. In fact, some students have actually sent back their degrees. A number of Talladega College alumni did not want the band to make the trek down Pennsylvania Avenue because of President-elect Donald Trump's bigoted remarks during the campaign. Now, critics argue that participating in the parade amount to supporting Trump, but supporters of the decision say that the trip would be a great experience for the 200-plus students in the band. There are now petitions out for those who support and those who oppose the band coming to D.C. The results will be delivered to the president of Talladega and its board of trustees. Now, the president of Talladega agreed yesterday to come on this show today to discuss this very issue. I personally called the president's office a couple of days ago, actually on Monday, to get him to come on the Tom Joyner Morning Show, my segment there, as well as the show. He said he was at a conference, was out of town. He would speak on Thursday. We reached out. We talked to him on Thursday. He then all of a sudden at 8 o'clock last night, we got an email. We got a response from them saying that he was canceling. Now, I don't understand why the president of Talladega is afraid to have a conversation. They also had some conditions on the interview as well, saying that they wanted to send over a list of talking points for us to stick to. That's not what I do. So to Talladega College, if you want to be president, if you want to come on the show, discuss it. It's okay. We won't bite. But we do have some questions because graduates of your institution are also raising the issue. Let's go to our panel here. I mean, look, we've seen a single high school band in Washington, D.C. Want to participate in this inauguration parade. We see Rockettes who protested. We see they can't get any major singer. Rebecca Ferguson out of Britain, she said, "Oh, I'll sing." She said, but you got to let me sing. Also sing "Strange Fruit," which talks about the lynching of blacks in this country. And so what do you make of this HBCU getting this heat? Yolanda, go ahead.
You might be surprised by this, but I think it's a good idea for them to march in the parade. I think in these instances you have to do a balancing test. I'm coming out of Howard University at a time when a Republican was our president, James Cheek, and he made deals with Republicans that put Howard University in a position of power, in a position of financial strength, and he has been able to, because of him, we are still reaping the fruits of his strategy, right? Kim?
Well, I absolutely, first of all, think that the inauguration is not a political rally. I mean, it's a celebration of the United States, of the Constitution, of the transfer of power. You know, it is. Hillary Clinton is attending, Bill Clinton is attending. It is not about taking sides, or it's about celebrating the United States. And I think to deny these kids, you know, that kind of experience is wrong. And, you know, they participated in an NFL event. I'm sure if they got invited to the Super Bowl, they would probably say yes. In the Super Bowl, you know, you want to talk about controversy, that's the #1 site of human trafficking. So let's put everything in perspective.
Well, there are people, Avis, who are personally offended by Donald Trump, what he said in his conduct.
Absolutely. I'm an HBCU grad as well, Virginia State University. I actually used to be a member of the band when I was at Virginia State. And I would never step foot in a parade to celebrate this specific president-elect. I would see it as condoning and somehow rubber stamping his hateful statements. Beyond his hateful statements, the reality that he has selected a known white nationalist to be his top policy advisor. And I would just suggest, in terms of this specific university, whatever PR relationships they have, or strategy they have, or strategists they have, they really need to rethink that, because I think that the implications are going to trickle down in terms of their ability to recruit students. I think the implications are going to trickle down in terms of their ability to receive funding from alumni. It's just a bad look altogether.
Can I
go ahead?
Might I add, though, when you do the balancing test, the harm versus the good that'll come out of it, I would suggest to you that they probably don't have a lot of alums giving that much money, but that they may now get contributions from other entities. Before yesterday, I didn't know, I'd never heard of this HBCU. I mean, it was Tuskegee you know, they've raised their profile.
If they're going to get that money, they need to get it now, because as far as I understand, they still haven't even raised the $60,000 to get here. So, you know, I would rather them.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
I don't. Well, they haven't gotten it as yet, and they're only a couple of weeks away.
Well, I'll say this here to Dr. Billy C. Hawkins. Here's my biggest deal, okay? And I'm talking directly to him and Talladega. This is simple. If you decide to go, go. Feel free to talk about it. But not doing media interviews, not hiding, makes no sense as well. Explain it to black people, explain it to your alumni why you're actually going and why you're standing by this decision. Tom Joyner is the biggest supporter of HBCUs in the country. So why are you afraid to go on his show? I'm there every Monday and Wednesday, 7:15, right here at TV One. This is the only show in America that targets African Americans as a national television show. And so I would say, Dr. Hawkins, don't agree to come on this show and then cancel at 8 o'clock last night. Have the guts to simply just address it, and then you put it out there. Don't just hide behind press releases.
Kickstart your day at 7 and get the news you need from the perspective you want. NewsOne Now with Roland Martin, every weekday morning at 7 on TV One.